Sever the bond from Nets Republic. Welcome to another video. We're here to discuss another L. Let's talk about the shenanigans real quick. So obviously before the video starts, check the description, follow everything that's down there. Make sure you support Nets Republic and all that. Follow us on Twitter and YouTube. If it seems like I'm a little irritated, if it seems like I'm a little less than animated, it's because this video we're gonna put to rest a lot of different things. We're gonna annihilate, even a little pro wrestling. We're gonna Matt Hardy delete a lot of these silly narratives that have been sprouting about in the Nets fan base, and we're just gonna nip it in the bud right now. Now, the Nets went out there and played against the Milwaukee Bucks, a Milwaukee Buck team that has multiple individuals who are out of the lineup. I'm talking about Brook Lopez had some form of a surgery, and the man is not out there. We're talking about their starting point guard, defensive giant, if you will, defensive juggernaut. Jrue Holiday was out of the lineup for health and safety protocols. Yes, he had the Rudy Gobert shuffle as well. Several individuals not with the team. Giannis was just coming back from being sick last game because, of course, everyone wants to be at full strength when they play us. And wouldn't you know it, we got slapped around. In the first quarter, Bobby Portis, of all individuals, was giving us the business. Just dropping briefcases and business cards all over the court. I'm surprised there wasn't a scream of spillage because just the blood of his enemies and the Nets' hopes and dreams was just splattered across the court, and we were just left helpless, sat on the couch not knowing what to do with our lives. But this is some of the stuff I've been hearing that has been agitating me quite a bit. Excuse me, I had some spaghetti starting to come up a little bit, my bad. The reason why it's coming up is because I'm literally just disgusted at what I just watched. But let's talk about some of these narratives that are being spread around in some net spaces, if you will. We have to kill this idea. We have to absolutely delete this idea that Kyrie Irving is that important to the success of the team. Now, is Kyrie important? Yes. Would it make a big difference if he was out there every single game? Yes. And that's what made this whole thing such a big deal of, is the man going to get vaccinated or not? Because this is our last chance. We got half of the team, and I'm being so PG right now. Half of the team is on veteran minimum contracts. Dudes is only here for another year. This is our last chance to win this championship, and Kyrie's out here playing games. And I said I wasn't going to go there, but if we're playing this game like he's so detrimental to the team, let me remind you how it is that we got here. Let me remind you how it is that we got here. That man, Kyrie Irving, and we knew he wasn't going to get vaccinated. Everyone on the planet knew he wasn't going to get vaccinated, but we didn't know it would take this type of a turn of events. When this man defiantly said, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to do it. My personal choice. It is what it is. Kyrie can make that decision. Cool. Bet. But the side effect was Kyrie would not be out there to play. And in the beginning, in the genesis of the season, if you will, the Nets decided that Kyrie wouldn't even be playing the away games. So we knew going into the season, Kyrie's not even going to be a factor. And we were at the top of the Eastern Conference. We were at the top of the NBA for a good moment. Had a slow start, but then got right to winning. They just got right to winning. This is a recent fall from grace. This is a recent, just complete and utter bottom falling out fiasco we have going on here. This is recent. So don't try to say because Kyrie played one road game against a team that is battered and bruised like a Slipknot song. Let's not play this game like, we need Kyrie to win a championship. We've been fine this whole season without him. I'm not saying we don't want him out there. It's great to have him out there. But again, if we look at the last game, let's not act like it was utter domination. We barely won last game with him out there. So let's not throw this whole thing on, oh, if Kyrie was out there, we'd be fine. We're not doing that. Shut up. We're not doing that. I will say for the 9 millionth time and the 4th time on here, if you have a healthy Kevin Durant and a healthy James Harden, that is more than enough to win these regular season games. Especially against the Milwaukee Bucks team that's only Giannis, who was in foul trouble for most of the first half. So Giannis wasn't even out there against Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis. You're telling me healthy KD and James Harden cannot handle that? And yes, the heroics of Claxton is cute, but God in heaven, where was Blake? Why did we not put him out there? Did we not see what he did in the playoffs? And spoiler alert, no one can guard Giannis. Nobody can guard Giannis. So don't try that whole thing of, oh, Sever, but Blake Griffin got washed by. No one can guard him. But he was the best out of what we had at the time. I would have loved to see some more switches with LaMarcus Aldridge. You're telling me Giannis hits a step-back mid-range jumper on LaMarcus once and we just bench that man? Would have been nice to have some other offense out there, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, because James Harden's not doing a thing but passing the ball. Would have been nice to have LaMarcus Aldridge out there. Because you're not going to stop. You're just not. No one can stop him. So why not at least put someone out there who has some form of offensive ability outside of pick and rolls to the basket? And then Steve Nash started Duke Jr. again. We just established that you got him out there. You got them dudes out there with DeAndre Bembry or Bruce Brown. I think we've all kind of come to the conclusion that maybe DeAndre Bembry is the better way to go because he's got a little bit more size. We have all collectively agreed that that's the move. So why is Duke Jr. starting? For why? And it's the same stuff that we talked about last game. And again, the only reason why we won is because of just the talent of the offense we had out there. But the same issues were occurring, and you see what happens when you subtract this surprise attack, this sneak attack of Kyrie Irving. When you subtract that, it's the same thing over and over again. How many open kickouts to Duke Jr. in the corner did we see? And what did he do? He either bricked it or it went over the rim. How do you airball over the basket? Because that's not him. He's a kid. He's not here for that yet. When you have people who can do it, they sub Bruce Brown in there. And I keep saying they, but it's Steve Nash. But I'm trying to be nice and not make us about Steve, because we got so many other things we got to talk about. The second Bruce Brown checks in halfway through the third quarter, which is far too late if you ask me. The second that man checks in, Bruce Brown hits an open corner three. Wasn't this man working with Kyle Korver over the summer? What was the point of that if you're not going to let him showcase it or use it or even play? And for Duke Jr., not even Kessler Edwards, not even someone that can shoot? I can't, y'all. I can't. And the idea that y'all just sum it up as, well, Kyrie didn't play. What games are we watching? Are we watching the same games? Am I in some alternative timeline where I got the big three Nets and y'all are still watching D'Lo? Like, what world are y'all living in, and can I join next? Please. Because I'm sick of this reality and I'm sick of what I'm watching. No Paul Millsap again. Is the man sick? Nope. Is the man hurt? Nope. Is the man not with the team? Nope. Just sitting there collecting dust on the bench. If you don't want to let Paul Millsap play minutes, then why did we let go of Alize Johnson? You had a decision to make, and you said, you know what? We don't need Alize Johnson. We need some more vets, and y'all chose Paul Millsap. So why isn't he playing? If Claxton can't keep up with Chris Middleton, then put another forward out there. You signed 80 of them. Put James Johnson out there for a little bit longer. You've got options on options on options, and you're not using it. You're just letting us lose. And again, how Blake Griffin was not out there is beyond me. It couldn't have gotten any worse. Before we talk about the last thing we're going to talk about, and we'll end this video because it just does not need to go any longer because I'm starting to say the same stuff every video at this point. I've seen enough Kevin Durant at this point because I'm not some Golden State fan. No. So this is the first I've witnessed of KD up close and personal on an every night basis. I have seen enough to understand how this man operates. He's going to go out there and he's going to do his thing and he's going to get his hushity-hush 30. And that's about it for the regular season. That's it. Might give you a couple blocks or two, but that's it. Obviously, in the playoffs, he's going to tap into Jesus mode, but in the regular season, that's all KD's giving you. He's going to come in and be easy money sniper and get you those points, and that's about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, I'd say he's the only one of the big three doing their job. Kyrie's literally not doing it. But I don't say what I said about Kevin Durant just now as an attack. Shout out to KD. He's everything as advertised. I don't think that's best player in the world talk. If all you're doing in the regular season is you're going to go out and get your near 30 piece and move on, and that's all you're contributing. Like, the numbers are cute, but you got to win, right? Like, at some point, that becomes an empty stat. Other than the allegations of him being the best player in the world, I think he's doing his job, especially for the regular season, and I'm not mad at that. This is a setup for what I'm about to say about James Harden. What is going on here? And this is beyond the whole he's trying to do the passing thing. This is beyond the whole there's allegedly a Houston Harden and a current Harden. We are talking about someone who is right up there with KD. I mean, I say top 5. Maybe y'all don't agree with that, but I say top 5. Even when we got that man last year, I'm saying top 5. I can't sleep at night because Karis and Jared are gone, but you know, it is what it is. Heart complication. Everything worked out for the best. I still can't sleep at night because of that trade, but we did it because it was emergency mode. Go get the best possible player we can get. We had already got Kyrie. We had already got Kevin Durant. Go get James Harden and just run up the score. But this man, Harden, it is so much more than he is literally not attempting to score. It is so much more than that. It's the fact that when he does, I'll be honest, I don't even have any barometer in my mind of if the shot's even going in. I counted like 3 back-to-back missed layups from James Harden. And I'm not talking about where he feels like he gets fouled. I'm talking point-blank missed layups. I thought I was watching Odyssey Sims. What is going on? Do we need to talk about the fact that he can't hit a 3? And again, as we've talked about on multiple occasions, this man is 3rd all time. Not this season, not this era, all time in 3-point shooting, either 3rd or 4th. And he can't hit a 3 to save his life. This is James Harden. That's not just some cool piece we picked up. That's not DeMar DeRozan. That's not Julius Randle. That's not Devin Booker. That's not some cool dude that we got who's on the cusp of something. No offense to the man, but that's not Kyrie. That's not I don't know, Job or anyone you want to throw out there. That's not Trae Young. That's not some cool talent that's like right there. It's not like a Jimmy Butler or a Kyle Lowry where it's like, oh, well, you'll never say he's one of the best, but he's one of those guys you can't sleep on. That's not Paul George. That is James Harden. You cannot end with 16 points. That is unacceptable. Now, if he's just bricking, then homie's washed. And we'll call it a day. And you know what? We had a good time. Shake his hand. Trade him for Simmons. Whatever. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, when you have the combination of he is literally not attempting to score, and then when he does, he can't hit a shot, what is he out there for? Why did we give up the entire team for him? We ain't had a backup solution for the Jared Allen replacement project yet. Because Clax ain't ready, y'all. He's playing great. I love him. But he ain't ready, y'all. They don't play LaMarcus Aldridge near consistently enough, which now you literally can't because it's coming off of health and safety protocols, but that's another video for another day. They've given up on Blake Griffin 1,000%. They don't play Paul Millsap. They don't play Day'Ron Sharpe. They don't play James Johnson. And we gave up someone who I believe, with just a couple more years of nurturing, could have been new James Harden and Karis LeVert. All we gave up to get to this point. And this man is doing nothing for us. The turnovers, it's just, like, what does he do? And you can read stat lines to me till you're blue in the face. What does that man do? He's not a role player. He's not Drew Holiday. That's James Harden. And if you want to hit me with the whole, he's got a lot of responsibilities running the team, well, that's where your coach is supposed to step in. Oh, yeah, our coach is Steve Nash. This game right here was an indicator of exactly where we are. We are far enough in the season to where we understand who the team is. I understand they're going through a slump right now, but this is the part of the season, and this is a very particular game where we're supposed to see, okay, what happened in the playoffs was the playoffs, but we are all in agreement that that was injuries. We are right back where we're supposed to be. Let's see what happens. And you get destroyed by the Bucks. We knew we had an issue with interior defense in the second round last year. What did we do to address that? We knew that there are several players on the Bucks, some of them aren't there anymore, but a good majority are still there, that play dirty, nasty Celtics brand foul you up basketball. What did we do to improve our chances against that? James Johnson, DeAndre Bembry, technically, Paul Millsap, re-signing Blake Griffin, grabbing LaMarcus Aldridge. Blake Griffin didn't play. Paul Millsap didn't play. LaMarcus Aldridge was benched after the first quarter. But what irritates me the most, even more than just questionable decisions with rotations and how it is that they're out there running the team, is this very, very simple fact that I will continue to say over and over again. We have a healthy James Harden and Kevin Durant. That is enough. Kyrie is overkill. If you ask me, LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin is overkill. These games that we win should not be that hard. And these games that we're losing to contenders are embarrassments and jokes. It shouldn't take James being the literal only option out there offensively for him to give us a cute 25 piece. You can't even give us 20, my guy? You can't even give us 20? But no. Y'all can keep saying that it's because Kyrie's not out there. Makes no sense, but go ahead. You can continue to blame this on Patty Mills when we have James Harden and Kevin Durant. But fine, you can blame it on Patty Mills. I just know they need to get this stuff together, or we have wasted our last chance. Because it's not looking good, y'all. It's not looking good. This is our last chance for a very long time. The contracts we're paying right now, it's going to be a while before we get this type of opportunity again. And it's up to the team if they want to wake up and do something about it. Because I'm tired of hearing the same stuff every game of, oh, we just didn't put enough effort. Fix it. Fix it. I'm done.